Good afternoon, LC people. I didn't do an update yesterday because I was waiting for the air filter cleaner. The element, put the element in it, and I didn't really explain too much on the last video. What I had with the bike was, I was trying to resolve the flat spot that he had. The plugs were very dark, there was sooty, they were black and sooty basically. The 220s in him hadn't helped it at all. Hence I'd put the 190s in and up the pilot jet slightly because it wasn't great at picking up. I did all that stuff. I went out and the clip position was on the standard position, one from the bottom on a 250. Went round, tried it, still not very happy with that at all. So I was okay, I'll reach it up a bit more and see what that does. And that didn't improve it at all. With the needle all the way up and the clip all the way down on the position. So okay, that was the second journey out. The third journey out, Dave thinks, righto, I'll go the other way, I'll jump 2 clip positions at least. So I went the second from the top, and you know, that was actually the best it had ran, but it still wasn't great at picking up at the bottom. It had virtually cleaned up the crap performance it had between 3.5 and 4.5 grand. Once it hit 5, it was fine anyway. So I'm thinking, okay, I'll take it back out, take the needles back out, raise them, not raise them, yeah, that's right, lower the needle when you raise the clip to the last position, position 1, so the needles was at the lowest in the valves, put it all back together, and really it didn't do anything for it. It was a bit worse than the time before, so I put it all back to the second position from the top and left it for the air cleaner element. Now I've slept on this for a couple of days and I'm thinking to myself, if it's been ported or anything's happened in the barrels, it would be anyhow. And then I thought, you know what everybody says about the Boysons, don't they? So I'll take the reed block off this choke side. I've done that and resolved it. So I've took the other side off and you will see what the problem is. If my camera will focus, you might see, you might not. Hello camera, dilly dilly, come on. Basically there's a gap here. You can close this. It's not a massive gap, but it could be making a bit of a difference. You're not going to see it. Put to the light, look, you can see light through it, which that shouldn't be right. The other side with the same, and what I've had to do is, every time you undo the screws, the pressure comes off this part, and they sit flat. So I'm like, okay. The only thing I could do to make them sit flat is actually bend these tabs up, just a tiny bit, and then they sit flat. I will find out in a minute if that's going to resolve it. But that's where I'm at. I'm going to shove all this back together, I'm going to run the bike and see what difference it makes, but no. They shouldn't have gaps in. You shouldn't be able to see the daylight through them. Yeah, I'm sorry, the focusing is just terrible on this phone. But there is gaps there. Anyway, folks, I'll keep you posted. Dilly dilly.